Sun City Car Crazy Club and the Motorcycle Roadrunners Club is holding this fantastic car show here today. It's the 6th annual anniversary, and I have with me here Ed Caponer, who is the Vice President of the Car Crazy Club. What is the Car Crazy Club all about?
Well, basically, we're just people in Sun City who love cars, and we don't have to have a special car, just any car. Some of us do have special cars, and some of us just have regular cars. We have about 300 plus members in the club, and today some of our most interesting vehicles are here for all of our residents to see.
And what kind of vehicles will they see today?
We have everything here. We have antiques, we have old muscle cars, we have sports cars, you name it, and we have it. Sun City residents just have a great bunch of cars for all of us to enjoy.
What is the oldest model and the most recent model that we can expect to see?
Well, right behind us we have two 1929 Ford Model A's. Those are probably the oldest cars here today. And right down to our left, we have the newest car. We have a 2012 Honda. So we have cars every year, every age.
How do most of these owners acquire these cars?
Oh, there's a variety of ways. People search countrywide for different cars. They go to auto antique auctions. Some of them just buy new cars, or they do research through magazines. There's a variety of ways that they come across their cars.
Well, I'm looking forward to taking a tour here and seeing all of these wonderful cars today. The proud owners of this beautiful 1964 Thunderbird are CJ and Dominic Wasilewski. Tell us a little bit about how you acquired this car, Dominic.
Well, actually, I went to buy a Chevrolet at a local dealer here, and CJ saw this car and said, I want this one, and I said, I want the Chevy, and you can see who won that argument. So we've had it now, just not too long now, several months we've had it.
CJ, what attracted you to this car?
It's the most beautiful car I've ever seen. How could you not want it? It is magnificent. It's fully restored. So we just got in it and drove it, and we have a wonderful mechanic that'll help maintain it, and it's a new hobby. It's getting us away from the theater club a little bit now, introducing new things to life.
That's great, and I'm sure you both have a lot of fun in this car.
Yeah, we do. It's really enjoyable, cruising back to when we were teenagers, so it's perfect for us. It fits our age group absolutely 100%.
Well, Dominic and CJ, can you tell us a little bit about some of the features of the car?
Well, it's a 64 Thunderbird, fully restored to its original version. It's one of the rare pieces that is original. Every piece of it's original. It's been repainted, the original Florentine green. Everything on it works perfectly. And that's really about it. One of the cute things is I got the original bill of sale when we bought it, and the price was $5,500.
Philip Schuppel is the proud owner of this 1939 Chevrolet. He has a very interesting story to share with us.
Yes, this is my father's car. He bought this in 1939, and I have dragged it every time we move with me every time. And finally when I got here to Sun City, I started to restore it. With a two-car garage, I found out that it was impossible to restore it and take everything apart, but I did take every bolt off the car, and I chased it with a die so that I could put it on and take everything off very quickly. Finally, I found a fella in Atlanta that would take and do a complete restoration, a body-off restoration, and I had him do it. And it took him only 8 months to take and do it, which is sort of phenomenal, but turned out very well. I'm very happy with it, and it's a daily driver. I use it around Sun City. You'll see me driving around here all the time. One of the unique things that I have that I added, is in the back seat. The kids all call the car a gangster car. So I went out and bought a replica or a stage prop of a Thompson machine gun, and I have it in the back seat, and that always draws the police when they come over and look at it, but it's got an orange tip, right, so they know that it's not a real gun.
Philip, you have this very interesting photograph, and the caption on the bottom reads, "Same car, same boy, but 70 years later." And he is so proud of his father's car. You'll see him driving around Sun City. I'm here with Jack Collins, the owner of this beautiful 1929 Ford. Jack, can you tell me a little bit about the car and how you acquired it?
I purchased the car from Wayne, New Jersey about 32 years ago. It was in a bond for 20 years. And I towed it over to George Washington Bridge, and it cost me $2 for the truck towing it and nothing for the car. Guy was an enthusiast. And I'm a retired fireman from New York, so what I did was I took it all apart and took a part to work every night and did it up little by little until I finished it. But it hasn't been done, restored since about 30 years ago. You know,
How long did it take you to restore it?
Oh, good 6 months to a year at least, you know, constantly working on it, constantly.
Well, can you show us some of the features of the car?
Sure. This is your gas tank up here. This is where you put your gas. And she holds roughly about 10, 12 gallons of gas. And it's gravity feed. There is no fuel pump. It automatically goes down to the carburetor from the tank. This is all the tank right here. This is your temperature gauge, which you see from the windshield driver's side through. And that's how you could tell the temperature. If you wanted to put water in it, all you do is turn it, and you can put water in it. And that's how the water is put into it. It runs very well. They start very easily. And have a lot of fun with it, you know, when you go out with it. It's an eye stopper, that's for sure.
Do you take it out very often?
Maybe every couple of months or so I might go around the block, but I do start it every 2 weeks. I make sure that it runs all the time. Yeah, I take care of it.
Well, it's a beautiful vehicle here, and we're so glad that you spent time with us today.
And it's the first time that a Model A towed a 1910 Harley to a show. That's a rare. That's a rare.
With Bob Krupa, who is president of the Roadrunners Club here in Sun City. Bob, tell me about these amazing motorcycles represented today.
Well, we have old and we have new bikes. The oldest bike is a 1983 Honda. It's been totally restored and it's in showroom condition. And we have scooters, we have Harleys, we have metric bikes, and we even have a crotch rocket, which is my own personal motorcycle, which is a performance motorcycle. So, not represented, but in our club we even have bikes that go back into the 70s. So we have a good distribution of different motorcycles in the club.
How many members are in the motorcycle club?
Currently we have about 125, and that includes ladies as well as bikers.
Well, I've heard that you do a lot of charity rides and a lot of different rides from Sun City. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we participate in a lot of charity rides for not only kids, cancer centers, Humane Society. I personally returned from the pediatric brain tumor ride in Asheville, North Carolina, and we raised over $114,000 in that one ride for the kids with brain tumors. So yes, we're very active in supporting the various charities in the local area.
Well, that's marvelous. And tell me, do some of these owners restore their own bikes?
Very few do. We have one that restores a lot of bikes, but usually not. It's a lot of work.
They're more interested in just having fun.
Just to ride. That's the idea, is just to ride. And we schedule rides twice a week. We usually go someplace to eat, and then from there we take off and go any place.
Well, Bob, that's a wonderful contribution that you're making to the charity funds and to Sun City. Marilyn and Jim Waldo are here attending the car show. Tell us what you think about some of the entries today.
Oh, I think they're beautiful, all of them. But it takes you back in years looking at them. And I don't know, I can't get in and out of some of them. They're so low down now.
And Jim, do you have any favorites here today?
Well, I've only seen a couple of them so far, but it brings back some memories. I had a Model A Ford at one time, and remember some of the other cars that are available around here. It's great fun, nostalgia, memories, and as she said, I'd love to buy a Mustang or a Corvette, except I can't climb in and out of it anymore.
I have Pat and Edwin here, and they're attending this car show today. And give us your impression of what you've seen so far.
I just think they're beautiful. I mean, some of these cars are just, one of them, in fact, Philip's car looks so much just like my mother's car did a long, long time ago. It's beautiful.
Okay, and Edwin?
Well, I think that the vehicle, I guess you would call it, that I enjoy the most is a 1910 Harley-Davidson motorcycle that's sitting over here. It's a belt drive, a really unique bike, and I think probably the most unique thing here today. But there are an awful lot of nice cars.
Are you a motorcycle rider?
I am not.
Okay, well, it might be something to think about.
Oh, a three-wheeler maybe.
What a great day here at the Sun City Car Crazy Show. For Sun City TV News, this is Elaine Ragland and Hank Druckerman.